Good morning. Happy Wednesday. This is, I gotta think a second because I didn't say the date yesterday. This is Wednesday, May 19, 20, 21, 22nd, I believe. And it's 65 degrees. The humidity is a little high, but not as bad as it will be. I do have the AC on, of course. Can't help it. I'm very hot-natured. So thank you so much for your support on my video yesterday. I wanted to talk a little bit more on that subject of the aftermath. And then we'll talk about his supposed apology. And we'll talk about another video that I watched from a lady who is a mental health nurse. If you have not watched her video yet, I will link it below. I think you will find it interesting. It is a little long, but I think you will find it interesting. So, one thing I will say is that Oliver said that I was being too nice and that he didn't deserve my kindness or whatever, and he doesn't. I know that. But I'll go on just a little bit more about that. I am petrified or paranoid, just like my mother is paranoid of other stuff, of my channel being taken down. And that's why I bring it up a lot. So I don't let it all hang out because of that. I've been on this channel for 5 years now, and it just has become to where it can be monetized. But of course, my first 2 videos were not monetized because of me, I guess, saying something, a word in there that I shouldn't have said. I don't know. The only thing I'll say about that is I'm not here to make money. I've always said that. But for anybody to say they don't want to make any money off of the channel, they have to be either pretty wealthy or, and my thing is that it's kind of like a rite of passage. It's a step, it's a goal. You want to see if you can actually become monetized. And of course the next goal is, will you ever get a paycheck? It may take me another year to get a paycheck because you have to make at least $100 to get a paycheck. So, as I said, it may take me another year to get a paycheck, but it is what it is. So that's why I kind of hold back on some of the stuff that I say about him. And I'm going to just go ahead and park up here in this annex parking lot. Because, why not? Why bother looking for something down there when this parking lot is actually cooler because it's surrounded by trees? I'm just over here talking with my hands. All right, now we're going to move on from that. I've told you my thing. And, and I've even thought about this. If I ever do get a paycheck, is telling Tim that I'll be glad to donate half of that first paycheck to his favorite charity. But I won't give it to him, but I'll donate it to his favorite charity. I don't know that he has one other than himself, but anyway, that was just a thought. We'll see. I know that he probably wishes death upon me, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about his supposed apology. He was apologizing for talking about blocking people because they may have said something he didn't like. And he talked about he didn't know you couldn't unblock somebody. You can unblock somebody. I've done it, and because there is times that you might block the wrong person. You could easily not realize what you're doing, or if you're in a live, because I see people do this in lives on storm chasers. If somebody's saying something really mean, they, about the storm chaser, or they're talking about other storm chasers, they put them in timeout, and then eventually they block them if they keep on. Well, what happens is they go into this file that you can look up. You have to, I think you can't do it on the phone. I think you have to be on a desktop or a laptop. And you go over there, and it's in advanced settings, I believe. And you can scroll down there, and you can see who you've blocked. And all you got to do is take their name out. It's simple. I know he sold his laptop, or the laptop was Tammy's, and he don't have one anymore. He's making good money. He should have a laptop. So, you know, I mean, you could get one for, you know, what he blows on a day at Walmart about it. I'm sure he could find one off of Facebook Marketplace for reasonably priced if he didn't want to buy a new one. But we know Tim, he likes the, what am I doing here? I don't know what's going on here with my lips, but I feel like they're showing more. It's like my Cupid's bow is becoming more prominent. I need to quit looking at myself. Let's put my sunglasses back on. Okay. No, that's not good. That's not nice. I don't need them. Anyway, so he half apologized. But of course it was because he was sick. He couldn't just say, I was mad. Well, he did say he was mad, but he used the excuse of him being sick and being on meds. And of course he's, you know, showing his medicine cabinet and what he's taking. He's taking expired cough syrup mixed with a prescription sleeping medicine. I mean, what he, you know, obviously he's never heard of somebody accidentally doing something. So that's just my thing about it. He needs to be more aware of what he's doing and not just try to hurry and get well. Then he's out there playing golf, and he talks about the golf is $25. Well, if you looked up that country club, you would see that the $25 rate is after 4 o'clock. So he's only out there in the evenings. He's not going to pay, I think it was $65 during the, and I understand you want to be out there, you don't want to be out there in the heat of the day as hot as it is. But he acts like it's some big bargain. And I mean, I guess it is. If, you know, if you play golf, I don't play golf. And, you know, and he, of course, he had to show himself playing golf. And he just, no. Just no. I know he was doing it to have material. He is trying to show material. But there's so much more he could do. He could do, you know, I've been watching a lot of Route 66 videos, people traveling Route 66. He could just do Route 66 in Arizona, and he would have material for weeks if he really put some good work into it. But, you know, I'm just a person on the sidelines giving him suggestions. That's all I'm doing. I probably wouldn't watch him if he put them up unless he had said something funny. He's not even funny anymore. He used to be kind of funny at times, but he's not funny anymore. He lost his sense of humor somewhere. I don't know where, but he lost it. And, okay, we're going to talk about the nurse. I will try to put her name here on the screen because I don't want to mess it up. And then I'll also link the video below. She really went into it. Like I said, it's a long video, but she agrees with most what all of us say, that he has a problem. You know, I'm not going to say the words that she uses. I'm not diagnosing him, but he has a problem. And that he needs to try to do something about it. And that's all I'll say. And let's talk about some beauty. So I'll try to remember to insert the timestamp here. Okay, beauty. Welcome, my beauties. All right, let's talk about what was on my face today. We've got on the Mistine foundation. I went without it for a couple of weeks just to see if I would miss it, and I missed it. Even though I like the combination of the Dior and Fuera foundation, I still believe I like this Mistine better. I know it is much simpler, you know, just one foundation. I would like to try a different color just to see what the difference would be. And I think this is a fabulous foundation for $7. It may have gone up now. That's what it was when I bought it. My eyeshadow is just a one shadow from the Naked 3 mini palette from Urban Decay. And my eyes is NYX liquid liner in brown on my top line. And my waterline is Wayne Goss in the Crystal Merlot, which I have it all over, bottom and top waterline. And my brows is e.l.f. My blush, I didn't do a blush. My bronzer is the Catrice bronzer, the cream bronzer, and then I did go over it with the Charlotte Tilbury powder bronzer that I'm hitting pan on and trying to use up. My lipstick is Lancome Wild Orchid, I believe is what it is, or something like that. I'll put it below. And then I went over it with the City Beauty lip gloss. I am wearing the Aqua Sweet Attic fragrance today. That's become kind of my favorite for right now. I'll probably change my mind later on, but for now, I'm loving wearing that. I get so many compliments on it. I think it's $39. It's the dupe for Killian Don't Be Shy, I believe. And it might be something else. I'll put it below. But it's a wonderful fragrance. And it is a little sweet, I will say that. So, I mean, if you don't like sweet fragrances, this might not be for you. But I don't think it's definitely not as sweet as Prada Candy, if you are familiar with Prada Candy. But it is a little sweet. I have on my earrings from Amazon. My shirts from Amazon. And I am getting my stuff ready to film what is, some people are calling the unsexy video. It's kind of a tag that's going around of people talking about their products, you know, more their body products, and that will have in there the Lumi cream that several of you have asked about, and I'll go into more in depth on that. I do believe the Lumi is worth. Do I think there's some dupes out there? I think there are. That might be a little less expensive. The only thing I'll say about the Lumi is you don't get much in a tube. And that's what I don't like. I know Secret and several other brands have come out with ones. I need to compare ingredients to see how close they really are. I do like the fragrance of the Lumi one that I'm using. But I'm just saying this. I'm using the coconut vanilla, I believe. I know it's coconut something. And I do like that fragrance better. And also body wash. There's a body wash with mandelic acid. Naturium makes one. I think that is probably the better body wash for the money than Lumi's. But we'll go into that more in depth when I can sit down and really go into it. And I have thought about doing a live. If I did a live, say over the weekend, tell me what time zone you're in if you're interested in participating. And we would go into everything. We would talk beauty. We'd talk Tim, Nomadic Fanatic, whoever you want to talk about. We'd talk. And I would like to go live maybe, I mean, it would have to be at 9 and probably after 7:30 Eastern time. So just tell me what time and I'll see if I can arrange it. And, I mean, I want people to be there. I don't want to do it. The one time I did a live that wasn't weather-wise live, only like 3 people showed up. And I know that you got to keep doing them, but, that's just, I don't know, it just hurts my ego. That's all. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.